This is the interesting one. So yeah. So Hornets discuss sending Miles Bridges to Brooklyn in a deal including Ben Simmons. Yeah, Ben Simmons to the Charlotte Hornets, and you assume they buy it out. But I don't think if the Hornets were willing to trade Miles Bridges in a sign and trade, that would be Ben Simmons going there. I want to say they would just sign and trade Miles Bridges to Chicago for Lonzo Ball, as if they're going to get a player who's just like going to be coming back from an injury. I think they would do something that would make LaMelo happy. That's my thoughts. No, just my thoughts. Let's talk about it. This is the interesting one. Ben Simmons, as Karam is saying, is done. Which name, Anthony, is making you sick? But either way, let's get right into this. What do you guys think? The Kings and Nets have had talks. The Kings are just going to offer you Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter. That's the deal. Maybe you get Davion Mitchell and Sasha Venzikov thrown in there. It's not a good deal. I think the Kings are going to be offering a garbage package. And personally, I think when you look at this, the Charlotte Hornets are open to sign and trade possibilities with Miles Bridges as he becomes a free agent this offseason. Bridges could command an annual salary in the $30 million range. It's expected like a 4-year, $120 million deal, I've heard. Bridges played on the $7.9 million qualifying offer as he came off his domestic violence suspension. Bridges turned down a 4-year, $60 million extension offer form the Hornets gave him in 21 and was set to sign a 9-figure deal in 2022 until his arrest. The Brooklyn Nets and the Kings are among the teams with interest in Bridges ahead of the 24 deadline. The Nets discussed a package centered around Ben Simmons for Bridges. Bridges averaged a career at 21 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and basically on decent efficiency. Yada yada. So again, we're going to go quickly, just do a quick little fanspo. What would this trade look like if it were? I really don't think the Kings trade's so bad, bro. Like the Kings are just going to go like, this is the Kings trade, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to see the Kings trade? Just for the Kings fan that are watching. Here you go. Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter. They would send them this year's first round pick. All right. You got to modify the contract. So you'd give him a standard contract, 4-year. And guess what? We're just going to go 30. All right, 30. Just flat rate 30 it. Okay. So it's 120. Save it. Save, close. Now, do we send Miles Bridges? Okay. He's on trade to the Kings. Sign and trade, so it's a $120 million contract. And there you go. That's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. You get Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, and the 13th overall pick and a sign and trade. So incoming trade value, outgoing trade value. So kind of like that. It would have to be, and you can't add aggregates players. So like the trade would technically, if they're sending 34 million, I guess they're outgoing 15. I mean, it's fine. It works because they're under the cap. But for example, I think another team too. So let's go over to the Brooklyn Nets. Well, I think just the Nets could give them a better deal. Now the Nets, slimmer thing, trade to the Nets, Ben Simmons over here, trade to the Hornets. Then you just ask them for, I wonder what you ask them for. Because is it picks or because you can't get a young guy? I guess it would. Well, yeah, I guess it would just be like, give us a bunch of second round picks. I think that's the biggest thing. And yeah, something like that. I think that's the ones that would happen right there. Now, over here, I'm trying to see if there is a